Big beef in Boston. Contreras versus Cade Savali. So Willson Contreras fights Cade Savali on Tuesday. According to Mitchell's research, he did a deep dive. I'm sure this took him fucking 12 hours. This is his 19th on-the-field incident that Contreras has been involved with, either with umpires, teammates, or opponents on the field. Many of them are bench clearing incidents. Since coming into the league, he has the second most hit by pitches in baseball. 143 hit by pitches in 9 MLB seasons. This is his 5th on-the-field beef with opponents this season alone. And it really started the day before. So there was an earthquake in Venezuela on June 24th, right? Which you can go click in the bio and link about to donate to help the earthquake in Venezuela. PD Philanthropy is helping out. On Monday, Contreras hits a bomb in the first inning, flips his bat, takes 13 seconds to reach first, so he goes crazy. He's screaming Venezuela to his teammates, run around the first, and he's seen the dugout extremely emotional. So it's obviously that, like, you know, this stuff going on at home is like ramping up the emotions, right? After the game, he says, I don't think it's easy. It's not easy to hide. It's not easy to just show up and play with everything that's going on in my country. I think because I feel like I could be there helping people and I can't be there. Later in that same game, he's called out on a check swing, disagrees with the call, taps his helmet, kind of to mock the umpire like he's going to challenge the call. And the umpire ejects him. I know Contreras said after the game that he didn't mean this as in a way to challenge the call. I don't think this angle is going to show it, guys. But he does tap his helmet.
Right here.
Okay, so it doesn't. So, yeah, I guess he definitely touches his helmet. We can't really see the whole thing. Okay, so, yeah, to me it seems like he's definitely questioning the umpire here now.
And this is definitely illegal.
Yeah, is it illegal to argue with the umpire at all?
I mean, it's like drawing a line in the dirt after a called third strike.
So the umpires would say that's disrespectful. It's illegal according to the umpires. Anyway, he gets ejected for that, which is a little disappointing because it is on a big emotional night. It's after he has this big moment for Venezuela, then gets ejected. Then the next day, he faces the Nationals again. He's facing Cade Savali, who, and after the first inning, Cade Savali gets out of a jam, and Contreras is on the base passes, and he runs right in front of Savali, right? How do you say it? Cavalli. Runs right in front of Cavalli, changes his path and brushes right by him, makes him do a little step back to avoid him. At first, I was thinking, hey, this could be on purpose. This could not be on purpose. If you look at the John Boy breakdown of this, John Boy does a great breakdown of this. This guy went through every single scenario ever to track every base runner's running path. And this is the only time anyone's ever taken this path. This is the only time Contreras has ever taken this path. You could see him switch directions and cut right in front of Cavalli. So Cavalli thinks he does this on purpose. You can see Contreras apologize right after. However, I think it's pretty clear. To me,
commitment from John Boy.
Yeah, but Contreras is an instigator, right? He likes to get in the pitcher's head. He talks shit. He gets hit on purpose, then stares the pitcher down. This is definitely right in Contreras' rule book, wheelhouse, to just do a cut right in front of the pitcher just to fuck with him a little bit. Cavalli didn't like it. So then in the fourth, he strikes him out and says, "Sit down, boy," and stares him down.
3-2. Locked him up.
Stares him down. Contreras looks back at him, doesn't like it. They start talking shit. He ends up charging the mound, tries to throw his helmet at Savali, hits somebody else. So we got a big brawl here. Let's try to see the jump throw. Ooh, he does a fake throw and then a real throw. Jump throw. Everyone needs to be grabbing each other. He's trying to get loose. He's going crazy. Miles Michaelis, and this other guy, Mr. Eaton from the Red Sox, they get into it. So Willson gets ejected for charging the mound. Miles Michaelis gets ejected for fighting Nate Eaton, who also gets ejected. The Red Sox manager also gets ejected, but Cade Savali does not get ejected. So Cavalli apologized after the game for saying, "Sit down, boy," saying, "I'm extremely torn up about the way that things were perceived. Obviously, there was no ill intention behind that. It hurt my heart knowing that if there's a 13-year-old black kid in D.C. that sees that, looked up to me and thinks That is how he is perceived and is no longer looking up to me anymore. That hurts my heart. Saying that it's been hard to sleep. I want to spread love in this world, and I hope he's doing okay. Referring to Contreras, says he will no longer use the term boy in his vocabulary. So, but Willson Contreras also has post-game thoughts. He feels that everything is going against him right now. Got ejected last night for nothing. Got ejected tonight after trying to walk back to the dugout. And then during the game in the clubhouse, a fan calls him a pussy on Instagram, and he responds and says, "Come meet me at Fenway." So he challenges the fan to a fight.
I love that shit.
Says he did not cut off a fan on the field on purpose, and he said sorry. So he did not cut off Cavalli on the field. Either way, Contreras gets suspended 7 games. Cavalli gets suspended for 7 games. Michaelis gets suspended for 5, and Eden gets suspended for 3. And then there's more apologies. After the appeal, Contreras comes out, says, "It's just an apology for all the events last week, all the things that occur with the Nationals. Some things are very hard and emotional for me," which is true. I'm sure he was wrapped up in the Venezuela stuff. Also, this is something that I think Contreras would have done either way. I don't know, like, obviously emotions were heightened, but I feel like Contreras is always doing. I mean, 19 on the field fights. Like, if a pitcher screams at him, "Sit down, bitch," or "boy," or whatever, I think he's probably gonna be like, "Motherfucker, what?"
He might not throw his helmet
Maybe not.
at Cavalli if there was no like earthquake weighing on his mind. But yeah, he's definitely like he's charging the mound on that.
Yeah, so you do feel for the Venezuela stuff, but I don't know if that would have changed anything. This kind of seemed like a Contreras thing to happen. Cavalli gets suspended too. Had his best start of his career that day. Throws 7 innings, allows 1 hit, strikes out 13 batters, but no longer is allowed to say boy. He might not be good at pitching anymore.
Because he only went 2.2 innings yesterday, and he allowed, 6 runs?
They nerfed him. Because they had clips of him calling like every batter boy after striking people out.
I mean, still, though, it's kind of a crazy thing.
That's just kind of his MO, dude. That's his sit down, boy. Which is disrespectful. You can't say someone. Well, I mean, it is what it is. He gets I feel bad for him because I don't think he was being racist at all. I mean, if he was a black player, then yeah, you got to suspend him. But I think if he was trying to be racist, he wouldn't use boy because Contreras is Latin, not black.
That's a complicated one. I don't know how hard of an opinion we should even have on it. But I do.
I'll double down.
Like, to me, like, sit down, boys. It's like a I'm a man, you're a boy thing. Making it a racial thing is a bit of a stretch.
But I mean, there are like definitely in the South, and Cavalli is from Oklahoma, which is kind of that like blurred line between Southwest and South. And in the South, sit down, boy, or boy has racial connotations.
It certainly does.
But he's in the North, so he's allowed to say it. He's
weird.
in Boston.
It's just tough. Are you never allowed to call a grown man boy again? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know if I mean, I think if he was trying to be racist, he would probably say something else, like to a Latin player, he'd probably say a different word. That wouldn't be the word he used. But either way, I mean, do pitchers get suspended for that in general, or is that because he got suspended? Because I don't know the data on that. I know if you talk shit to a batter after striking him out, you're not going to get suspended. But if you talk to a batter after striking him out and he charges the mound and it creates a brawl, I don't know if pitchers typically get suspended for that.
I mean, he wasn't even ejected, so I would say no, generally not. But also with pitchers, like suspension lengths have to be longer for starting pitchers, just because if you're a starting pitcher and you get suspended for 1 game, that's actually not anything that hurts the team, you know? So with starting pitchers like Michaelis, I think Michaelis was trying to prevent stuff. He is Willson Contreras' former teammate. But he gets suspended for 5 games because he's a starter. If he wasn't a starting pitcher, it would be a lot less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with Cavalli getting suspended, I can't think of any other incident like that.
It's got to be his choice of words.
It's definitely, choice of words. And the umpires, like, the reason why Chad Tracy got ejected was because he was like, why is Cavalli still in this game? he started this. And the umpires were like, well,
Yeah.
he only said, sit down, boy. And then clearly MLB disagrees with the umpires on that.
Sensitive.
Is that how he took it? Like I know when he was like, "You talking to me?" Like I think he just meant like you talking shit to me. I don't think he took it in that way.
I don't think.
Where did that come from? Where did it become a racial thing?
Probably slavery.
No, I don't mean where in history. I mean like I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant to not assume it was racist.
Yeah,
I would generally like. I feel like with Cavalli, you kind of like probably not. He's more likely than not that he was not trying to be racist. You kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at the same time, it does have some racial undertones.
If you're black.
Like one of the most racist things about it is him being like, if there's a young black kid who heard that, it's like, was everyone thinking that, and that's why he said that?
Because everyone on the internet, he was mic'd up. You could hear it so loudly, so everyone's saying like, okay, well, that's like you can't tell someone to sit down, boy. That's racist. So that's why I had to respond to it. That's why it gets suspended. That's why it's like a big
After
deal.
the game initially, he first off, he was like, I didn't say that, which he clearly did. Like you can hear it on the broadcast.
Yeah, it's loud.
It was
It's
loud. But then I think the Nationals had to talk to him. Like the Nationals president of baseball operations said he had talked with him. And so the following day, that's where you get the quote about him being upset and having him saying it was hard to sleep. So it wasn't immediately following. It wasn't like he said that, sit down, boy. He goes to the press room and goes, oh, I feel so torn up about it. It was the following day where he gets a call from the president of baseball operations saying, you can't do that.
It's an interesting predicament. I guess like I'm thinking about, have I ever said like boy to somebody, and I'm like, I can think of one time and it was a white person, and maybe I wouldn't have used that choice of words if it wasn't, so maybe we're all.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I just sit down, man.
Yes, sir.
If I struck out, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Cavalli. But yeah, Cavalli suspended. He has to sit down. Who's the boy now, Cavalli? Little baby bitch. Sorry.